Hi, hello, and welcome back to the Call Me Mick channel. You can call me Mikeru-san. This is my review of the depressing anime Sing Yesterday for Me. Just a pre-warning, I will be shitting on this anime quite heavily, so let's jump right into it.
この町の朝は人よりカラスの方が早起きだったりする。
本当に覚えてない？私は陸王のことずっと前から知ってるんだ。私
Sing Yesterday for Me, a 12-episode romance anime of this winter season. It just finished airing about 2 weeks ago, so I decided to illegally download it. It's a very grounded show about love triangles, relationships, and birds. To describe the plot in my own words, it follows 4 characters that they have relationships. They're all connected together in certain ways. It follows the main character Uozumi, a young, unmotivated man that works at a convenience store. Personally, I find him relatable as he's a piece of shit just like myself, except I don't have a job. One day, suddenly, a young girl by the name Haru walks into his store. Haru is a young, pretty girl that has a pet crow, and if that's not a red flag, I don't know what is. And she starts showing up to Uzumi's work quite consistently as she's infatuated with him. And that's because I think he dropped something in front of her. And so, pro tip to any of the young single guys out there that's looking for some love, just drop something in front of a woman. Eventually she'll start showing up at your work. However, there's another woman in Uzumi's life, an old high school crush. The old classmate Shinako randomly shows up in his store and he's fallen back in love. But Shinako has a fetish for friend-zoning every single man in her life. That's just who Shinako be, you know? I'm just kidding, she's confused and having trouble moving on from a past relationship with a ghost. But wait, there's more. Here's another chap that comes into the mix, and he's in love with Shinako. He, for some reason, wears a safety pin in his ear like a loser, and he's a bit of an annoying prick. Just buy an earring. Just buy an actual earring. At first, I was very interested in this concept. I love love triangles. Who doesn't love a love triangle? It's my favorite love shape of them all. I typically like these sort of stories because you can sort of guess where it's going to end up, who's going to end up with who, and you may be pleasantly surprised or completely shocked, like School Days. That was weird. But it's not really about the ending, it's usually more about the journey for me when you're watching these type of series. You start to really know the characters, you really like the characters, and you start shipping your favorite characters. However, the journey of this anime is a little bit shit, to be honest. And this is mainly a result of the characters. I have a large disdain for the characters in this series. I hate these characters. Correction, I hate 3 of 4 of these characters. And from reading some of the comments online, I don't believe that's an unpopular opinion. A lot of the actions and dialogue with the characters can come off very awkward and cringy, very reminiscent of myself in social situations. And I guess that's a good thing, like, it's realistic at least. It's fairly realistic, I think. Cutting to the chase, the best character in the show is, I think, easily Haru, and that's the chick with the crow. Seriously, I have no idea why there's a crow in this story at all. I'm not sure if it's symbolic. I try to look it up. Like, usually crows symbolize death. No one dies in this, unfortunately. I wish Shinako died. And again, if you really think about it, Haru is a walking red flag. She meets a guy for 10 milliseconds and starts showing up at his work and walks around with a pet crow. Restraining order. She's going to murder you eventually. Luckily, she's cute. Why she's a very good character in the show is because she's like the energy of the show. She brings energy and life to the show. She actually makes it feel like an anime rather than a depressing soap opera. And quickly moving on to the 3 faces. We have the inferiority complex safety pin wearing dipshit teenager Oro, who is consistently trying to cut his deceased brother's grass. If you don't know what that means steal your girl. Sort of. That's the best way to. What's a way to describe cut your grass?
I don't know the thing.
Okay, never mind. Thanks for the help.
I don't know your Mate.
Then we have Shinako, who won gold medal at the Beijing Olympics for Best Friendzoner. She loves leading on the two male protagonists, Uzumi-kun and Ro. I can't say that name. What the fuck is wrong with me? Also, the weirdest thing is the relationship between Ro and Shinako, because she's like his teacher and he's about to graduate high school or something. And yeah, Haru and Uzumi do also share the same age difference, but I think it's just an extra bit weird because it's a student-teacher relationship. Finally, we have our main character, Uzumi-kun, who's one of the most boring main characters in anime. And he treats Haru like a rock-hard turd. Not cool, Uzumi. Not cool. So for some reason he has two girls that are into him and he has no personality at all. I just don't really understand that. The most redeemable feature about this anime is definitely the animation. This show has a fantastic style to it where you can actually see the hard work and art direction that's put into the series, just from how fluid the animation is and just some of the shots they do. There is one shot where this door closes and it's just animated very well. And I was like, wow, that was pretty cool. The animators were just like, let's just animate the fuck out of this door closing. And I appreciate that. Thank you to the hardworking animators out there. The presentation of the show is very well executed and they have these little, just the structure of the show. They have these little intermission type of things and the way they do their flashbacks are just, it's nice, it's different, it's cool, and I was impressed. The visuals are great, it's eye-catching, it has a fluid look to it, and it has its own unique style. I quite like the animation. Again, a huge plus for the series. From what I recall, I don't remember the series having an opening. However, the soundtrack is fantastic throughout the show. It's very memorable. It's very melancholic. There's a nice little soft guitar that plays throughout the show. The highlight of my viewing experience. Anyways, despite me shitting on most of the show, I do actually believe it will resonate with some people. People will enjoy this for sure. It just wasn't my cup of tea, exactly. I will really miss the guitar melody that's played throughout the series. It's a very unique show that's weighed down by its characters that are just plain and frustrating to watch. But hey, love can be frustrating sometimes. But I have to say, Shinako, Ro, Uzumi. Haru is best girl. 6 out of 10 for Sing Yesterday for me. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please like the video and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of this, of me.